Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, today we are going to do some patriotic crafting. I'm so excited because this is going to be like one of the biggest projects we've ever done together. And pretty much everything I'm going to use is from Dollar Tree. Y'all, I know a lot of people always like make fun of me because I buy so many signs from Dollar Tree. But hey, I got 4 Easter signs right here that I'm going to use today. It's just the big, signs they always have. They have them for every holiday. There's a bunch in the stores right now. But I'm going to use like old ones that I already have at home. Yeah, so I'm going to use 4 of these today. But alright, as always, I'm going to adjust the camera. That way you can see exactly what we're going to do. So, okay. Alright, so you see I've got my 4 Easter signs right here. First off, I'm going to go ahead, just cut all of these tags off. You don't need you don't need the little hangers or anything. Yeah, so I'm going to take 2 at a time. Alright, so I don't need this side right here, and you're not going to see this side right here, so I'm not worried about like trying to get this sticker off or anything. So I'm just going to turn them over. I've got some apple barrel paint right here. This is my favorite paint to craft with. This is from Walmart, the apple barrel paint. This big bottle is like $2, which is the white. And then these smaller bottles are like 50 something cents. This is Admiral Blue, and then this is bright red. Y'all, basically just red, white, and blue. Whatever shades that you want to use. There's so many different shades of red and blue. Okay, first off, what I want to do is I'm going to turn this back over. The hose from where the hangers were, I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to put some hot glue in these holes to fill it up so I can paint it. Yeah, the little hose right here. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on this back side, just right into there, just like that. I'm going to turn this one over. I'm going to do the exact same thing to this one. Just going to do some hot glue. Oop. Oop. So I did it on this side. I'm going to turn it over, and yep, it came through, and it filled the little hose for me. So now I can paint right over that, and you won't notice the hose. Alright, so I'm going to turn these back over. Me, personally, I'm going to make sure that these little hoses are at the top, because I feel like if they're up at the top, they're not going to be as noticeable. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I'm going to do mine at the top, and then you can kind of see how you like it if you do yours. So, okay, right there. Alright, I'm going to take some painter's tape. I wish I had one that was a little bit thinner. Unfortunately, I don't. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape off. Alright, so I'm going to tape that off. Rub that on there really good. That way my lines don't bleed. Do the same thing over here on this one. Put those together so I can line that up a little bit. Alrighty. Just fold that over. Alright, now I will say this does not have to be perfectly because these are not going to be side by side. So if it's a little bit off, it's okay because you're not even going to notice it. Alright, so y'all, I found Riley's Avengers mat. I have been painting on this same mat for years and it got lost in my craft room. Shocker, I know. But I finally found his little Avengers mat that I've been painting on. Alright, so I'm going to take that Admiral Blue paint, and I'm just going to put it right on here. Whoops, I didn't need that much. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to paint this whole top section blue on both sides. Alright, so I got my blue painted. Now y'all, I am not the best painter. That's why I don't do a lot of painting crafts. Yeah, so if you're like me and you're not like the best painter, don't worry about it, Just do it, because crafting, it's not perfect. And sometimes the little mistakes like turn out to be like the best sometimes. Alright, I think while I let these sit here and dry for a few minutes, I am going to grab my blow dryer and give them a quick dry, but I'm going to go ahead move those over for just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna take this sign right here. This sign is about 24 inches long. Yeah, it's more like 23 and a half, but that's okay. What I want to do is I want to divide this into 3 sections. All right, so I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to start up here at the top. I'm going to measure down to the 8-inch mark. I'm going to put a little dash right there at 8 inches. I'm going to come over here on this side. Once again, start up here at the top. Do 8-inch. Do a little dash right there. I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to line up my 2 little dashes. And then I'll just draw a line straight across, connecting those. Now, measure from that mark down to 8 inches. I'm going to come over here on this side, line that up, and come down 8 inches. All right, take my ruler, line up my 2 little dashes, and then, all right, so that gave us 3 different sections, 8 inches each. All right, I'm going to do the same thing to this one really quick. All right, so now they both have 3 sections from where the little hanger was. Okay, so once again, here's my little hose right here. I'm gonna take that same Admiral Blue paint. Y'all look at this. I am so messy. That's why I cannot wear white or anything when I paint, because I am messy. Right, just a little paint on both of these. I'm going to just follow my line right here, my pencil line, and just tape that off. And once again, these will not be side by side, so if they're not like perfectly lined up just right, it's okay, because you're not even gonna notice that. All right, so paint this up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the edges. I don't think you're gonna see the edges, but just in case. All right, so we now have all of our blue painted. All right, so these are the first ones that we painted, just where we taped off the top. So that is nice and dry. I'm gonna peel that off. All right, so the painter's tape that I already took off from the blue, I'm gonna put it up here. I'm going to try to get my lines. I'm going to use that same painter's tape to tape off my blue. Take this one, the same one that I already used, and just try to line that up really well. Tape that off. All right, I'm just going to go ahead, take the painter's tape that I already have. I wish I had a little bit smaller, but this will work. All right, I'm going to start on the edge. I'm going to line up my painter's tape all the way to the edge. Rip it off. All right, now, same thing. I'm going to come right next to that, and I want those edges to match up. All right, grab that one on. This all the way over till I get to the edge. Alright, so I went ahead and taped it up. Now what I'm going to do is, it's going to be red, white. I'm going to pull this one off. Red, white. I'm going to pull this one off. And then once again, red, white. I'm going to pull this off. Pull this one off. So you just want to check and make sure your edges are all the way down. Just rub on there really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my white paint. I'm going to put my white tape where you can see the board. I'm going to paint my white really quick. Alright, so now that my white is dry, I'm going to peel that off. And y'all, I may have did this like the most difficult way ever. Like I said, I'm not the biggest painter. So, peel that off. If you have a better way, do your way. But I got that off there. And then too, I could have painted the whole thing white. Yeah, but you could do paint it all white, then tape it. I'm going to take my fresh painter's tape that I had. And I'm going to cover up my white paint. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my red. I'm gonna paint this on really quick. Hopefully I did not mess this up. Alright, so I got this one painted. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna do a second coat on it, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this one. Alright, while we're waiting for those to dry, we're gonna move back over to these right here. Alright, so that blue is completely dry. So I'm gonna take that off, and I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm gonna put it back on to protect my blue. Good. Peel that off. Match up my lines, match up the edges. Rub that back on there really good. Okay, I'm gonna take some more tape, line it up with that line right there. Rub that on there. Put that on there. Alright, now, really quick so this video doesn't take forever. I'm gonna paint the two middle ones red, and then I'm gonna paint the two bottom ones white. Alright, so I got my red painted. I'll just once again, I'll peel that off. And I'm gonna put that same piece of tape now on top of my red. Moment of truth. Y'all, I probably messed this up, but we're gonna see. Shoot. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, this painter's tape, it's bullfrog. It's some bull, alright. I do not like it. I don't recommend it. The blue painter's tape to me works so much better. Alright, there we go. I do need to touch up just a little bit, but other than that, it looks great. Alright, so I'm going to touch this up just a little bit, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, so we're going to take this one right here. Alright, y'all, I've got these like button stars from Walmart. This is like back where they keep like all the fabric and the ribbon and stuff. But I think these are adorable. And there's different like sizes in here. So I'm gonna use these. You could just paint stars. You could do star stickers, or if you got a Cricut, like cut out some stars. But I'm gonna use these. Yeah, look how cute. There's just different stars. And like this one's kind of like raised. And this one's flat, different sizes. So, we get those. Let's play around with some of these stars really quick. Kind of put them on here. Oop. Look, some of them are kind of like wonky. Yeah, look how cute that is. Now, I've got them positioned on here. So now I'm just going to take my hot glue gun. So now I'll just pick one up. Put my hot glue on here. And then just pop it back down. My battery died. Alright, I went ahead and kind of got my little placement just right. So, once again, I'm just going to go ahead, try to lift these up. Y'all, I say I'm going to put them back exactly how they were, and they always get moved. But it just gives you an idea. You know? So, just hot glue these on here really quick. Okay, once again, I just wanted to show you, these are not identical. And it's not gonna matter because they're not gonna be touching each other. So, okay, these two right here, looking like this. All right, now we're gonna move on to the other sides. Let me pull this off here. Hopefully this is okay looking. All right, yes, that looks good. I have this from Dollar Tree. Y'all, Dollar Tree has these every year. So if you cannot find this at Dollar Tree, you could always like freehand it. You could use stickers or something. But I've got this from Dollar Tree. So very easily, all they are just glued on there. Just pull them right off. So we got our U, S, and now our A. If you wanted the cute little red, white, blue bow on here, you could like pop this off and use this on something else. Because once again, it's just hot glued on there. See that cute little bow? The reason I painted the top blue is because the U is red, and I didn't want to do red on red. gonna get our placement just right on here. Oh my goodness, how cute is this gonna be? All right, so I'm gonna take my U and I am going to hot glue. I'm just basically gonna trace all the way around this U. All right, and I'm gonna try to get it just right before I sit it down. I will say really quick, I had a lot of questions about my watch in my last Dollar Tree haul. This is just my Apple Watch, but my band is from Amazon. And to me, it like kind of like screamed the 80s. So those of you that are asking about my watch band, it's from Amazon. All right, so there, same thing with my S. I'm just gonna kind of go all the way down it. On this too, on that. All right, and before I sit it down, I'm gonna try to get my placement just right. Do the exact same thing with the A. Basically just tracing it all out. Oop. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. And y'all, we are not done. Not even close to being done. All right, there's that one. And I have another one of these. Okay, last one. That beautiful blue, I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, just outline everything with the hot glue. Now this has a lot of glitter on it, so if you want, you can spray this down with hairspray to kind of seal in some of that glitter. And two, if you wanted the little bows that were attached to it, you could always like hot glue like a cute little bow somewhere on here. Like on your U or something. I'm gonna wait until the end to see if I wanna do that because we got a lot more steps. All right, now for the construction. All right, those of you that follow my Dollar Tree hauls, this was in my car haul the other day. I needed this box. This is just a gift box from Dollar Tree. They always have these. It does not matter what it looks like. I just needed one that measured 6 by 6. So in the store, I was carrying a ruler around and I had to measure the boxes. But this is 6 by 6 all the way around. I don't need the lid. I'm gonna take this. Okay. I'm also gonna take the picture frame. Dollar Tree has had these for years. Really anything you can find that's a good size, like a square. So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up because it's got plastic on it. That's not gonna work. I'll be honest, at some point we're gonna paint this, but I have not decided yet what color I wanna paint it. So I'm gonna paint mine at the end. All right, so I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna take the box. I'm going to hot glue this whole bottom. Put a bunch of hot glue on here. Alright, now I'm going to try to get this as center as I can. Oh my gosh, I think I actually did it. The first time I think I actually did it. Oh, shoot, Riley's texting me. Mom. Okay, hang on. I'm getting mom from Riley. All right, y'all, this crazy kid texted me going mom to tell me about a Funko Pop. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I got this. Here is my base. All right, now, y'all, we're going to, I may have to adjust the camera. I'm not sure. All right, so I want to make sure the main thing for you to see is this right here. So now we're gonna take our first sign. All right, yeah, right here, this whole side right here. Once again, I'm going to load this box up with hot glue. Okay, trying to get hot glue all over this little box right here, this one side. Now I'm going to take my sign, stand it up, and I need for this to match up just right on here. All right, so I'm gonna hold this, I'm gonna press against the inside of this box up against my sign. I really need that to adhere. Yeah, this is kind of like my support. All right, so I got that hot glued there. Now I'm gonna turn it and like right across from it, like on the back side basically. Other side of it, once again, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put a bunch of hot glue on this box. A bunch of hot glue on here. All right, now that, get this one. All right, I gotta make sure I line it up really well. It's very important to line it up just right. All right, once again, I'm gonna apply pressure on the inside of the box and I'm pushing on the sign at the same time. All right, so I got that one. So I got this hot glued on this side, nothing there, and the same one. All right, so now like right here, we're going to take this one. First off, I'm gonna go ahead, same thing, a bunch of hot glue onto the box. Want a bunch on here. All right, I'm gonna get my sign, stand that up. All right, once again, reach in here. I'm gonna press against the box and the sign at the same time. Really wanting that to hold. All right, so got that one. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my painter's tape. I'm gonna line up my sides. And I'm gonna use my painter's tape to hold it together for me. Yeah, like that. All right. Here, get that just right. Painter's tape on here at the bottom. Alright, y'all, I just put a lot of extra painter's tape on here just to make sure this is going to stay together for me. I am now going to lean this so you can see too. Alright, I'm going to take my hot glue gun all the way up this seam. I'm going to put hot glue. I'm going to rotate a little bit towards me so I can see what I'm doing. But, alright. Just running this hot glue all the way up. Like that. I'm going to keep it like this and let that sit and dry. Yeah, that painter's tape is helping like hold it together and applying pressure. That way I don't burn my fingers. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit more just to kind of make sure. A little line of hot glue down in my seam. Yeah, right. You see, yeah, right down in there, more hot glue. I have to keep it propped like this, that way the hot glue is going down into that seam. Alright, hopefully that's good. Let's rotate this. Yeah, I'm leaving it taped up. I'm not taking this tape off just yet. Alright, now I'm gonna take more painter's tape. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna pull that tight. I got that pulled tight with tape. And that's trying to come apart, so I need to do some more over here. Y'all, I feel like there's always like the bad side to a craft. This is gonna be my bad side. This is like when I first started and I didn't have it lined up right. So I'm just putting the tape on here and I'm trying to pull it tight and get that tape to rub on there and really stick. I need it to hold it together for me. Alright, got that taped up. Now, once again, I'm turning this over and I'll hold along this whole entire seam. I'm gonna hot glue it. My battery's about to die again. So, along that seam right here, I'm gonna hot glue it. Alright, so I've got this little wood sign from Dollar Tree. Y'all, I thought I was recording. I was not. So I already cut the tag off of it. This is just a Crafter Square section of Dollar Tree. It's a little bit like on the heavier side. And I took hot glue and I filled in my 2 holes, which I was not recording. But, alright. Take my sign. Now I'm not going to do the slat. I think I'm going to do the slats face down. Alright, all I'm going to do, take my hot glue gun. I'll go along the top of the edges. I'm just trying to do like a fine little line. Going all the way. All the way around. Right. I'm going to put this on here. Try to get that as center as I can before it starts to dry. I think I've decided my base, I'm going to go ahead and paint that white. But what I am going to do, I'm going to take my painter's tape. That way I don't make a mess. And I'm going to tape off what I've already done. Yeah, so if you know, like if I paint this white and you like it, go ahead and paint yours white. But you know what? Sometimes I feel like hot glue doesn't always stick as well to paint. So that's another reason too, I didn't really paint it first. This is white, so I'm not really worried about that because it's white on white. But I am going to tape up my red over here because I don't want to get white on my red. Take my white apple barrel paint. Alright, and I'm just going to paint this base. I'm still thinking about the top. I'm either going to paint the top white or I'm thinking blue to kind of match the top. What do you think? Do you think I should paint the top white to kind of match it like it's a pedestal? Or should I paint it the blue color? I wish you could tell me right now. Right now, what are you thinking? So like I can like channel your thoughts. What should I do? Sheesh, y'all. If I wasn't such like a hot mess, I would do a live. There's no way I could do a live craft. I am so scatterbrained, unorganized. Stuff always like goes wrong. But believe me, I save you from like having to watch all of my my mess ups in editing, because if not, this video would be 4 hours long. Yeah, but I am curious, like, what is your thought? Should I paint the top base also white so it just looks like one pedestal? Or should I paint it blue because the top is blue? I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it white. That way it looks like it's one piece, I guess. Like I keep thinking of like a pedestal. Alright, so yes, I will. Yeah, I think painting is like one of my least favorite things to craft. Now if I was better at it, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, oh gosh, I am not good at painting. I am so daggone messy. I'm just flinging paint. I'm just flinging paint everywhere. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look how great this is. I love it. And it's so big. This is probably like the biggest craft that we've ever made together. Like we've made like a big like candy corn sign, but this is like all the way around. And I just have it sitting on a little Lazy Susan. That's why it's spinning, but I want to be able to show you like all the way around it. I love this. Now, I will always be honest with you. So when I was playing around with it, I got it to go together like really easy. But then of course when I started filming and trying to get the angles, now we'll say One of the best things about hot glue is it dries fast, so that way it's a quick coat, but sometimes it dries too fast. So it's like, you know, you're crafting and it starts to dry before you can like move it and get it just right. So, I mean, I do have a couple little gaps here and there, but I did my best like to paint it to kind of fill it in a little bit. But I mean, heck, honestly, no one's gonna notice except for me, you know, because I made it. But yeah, this like sitting somewhere, and I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna decorate with this just yet, but y'all, how cute is this? And if you wanted the little red, white, and blue bows that came with the USA, you could very easily like hot glue it on here somewhere. And like how cute, I'm gonna move this. How cute would it be like for the S to have that like hot glued on there? I love it. Yeah, hot glue that right there. You could put it up on the U if you wanted. Alright y'all, I love this. I love the size of it. Now, I will say I was inspired by a piece that I saw at the at-home store. I'll put a picture right here so you can like see my inspiration. Now, I got the idea of the size from at-home store, but like the painting and the design, that's all mine. But I love this. And I love just using those Dollar Tree USA letters. If you cannot find these, you could do just, you know, freehand it. You could use stickers if you have a Cricut. But like one of the things you could do for it, like Presley, she always has like greenery and plants in her room. But you could use it almost like a little plant stand, like have some greenery like cascading down. I am not sure what I'm putting on mine yet, but we are gonna do a patriotic decorate together. Like we're gonna do our mantle and stuff. So this will be in the house somewhere. I'm just not sure yet. You could put like a candle on top of it if you don't have little ones. If you have little ones, you may not want to do that unless it's like LED. But too, maybe we could make something cute to sit on top of this. But yeah, but I love this. All right, let me know what you think. I love to read your comments. And two, I went with the white top and white bottom. I kind of thought it gave it more that like pillar kind of look. I was debating on doing like blue top because of the blue up here, but I love it. I do. I really do love this. Now, if you do make this, just be patient because trying to get like your sides to line up just right. Plus when you're dealing with like hot glue, you know, it wants to run or like it dries really quick before you really get your position just right. But all right, that is it, y'all. I've got so many more crafting like ideas of patriotic, summer, and bee stuff, and some farmhouse stuff, because I love farmhouse decor. But all right, that is it. If you're still here and you made it to the end, I just want to say thank you. I love you, and I appreciate you that you made it all the way to the end. If you did, leave me like a star emoji or something. Or if you don't have emojis, like type out star. You know, just so I know that you made it this far. And there's like several of you, I know that you're here. And so just thank you so much. You know, it means so much to me that you watch all of my videos and you watch them all the way through. So thank you. All right, that is it. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.